Hey guys, this is Helly. Today I'm gonna talk to you about why you need to let go, to really let go when your twin flame or soulmate is not available, when he's running and you're chasing. Well, I wanna share you about my personal story. Well, I met my twin flame about 3 months ago, and we met twice, and it's been the most amazing time of my life, meeting every time. And for some reason, after a month in paradise, he just decided to start running, and I was chasing, and he was running more, and I was chasing more, and he was running. And then at some point about a week and a half ago, I just decided to let go and to let him make his own choices. And then he suddenly started to come back again and to get closer, and it was like hide and seek game, that kind of thing. So I let it go, and I was asking him then after a few days that I've seen that he's interested. Do you want me to come? Do you want to come to see me? And he was like, no, I can't, and all kind of stupid excuses, which he knew were just excuses because he was afraid. And so I let it go. And 2 days ago, we talked, and I heard from his voice that he's having a really hard time, and I tried gently to suggest that we will meet even for a short while, and he was like, no, 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 it's not good time right now, let's leave it up. And so I let it go. And um, as I decided that I'm moving on, that I'm not chasing anymore, them. Maybe it was just fantasy, maybe it wasn't meant to be, and maybe I just have to take whatever we had together in the time we spent together and enjoy this memory for the rest of my life. And I started really to believe that there is a chance that I'm not gonna see him again, because you need two for a tango. And I mean, each time I was suggesting, and I know that he's alone. I asked, do you have someone? He said no. And I just decided to let it go totally. And I began to concentrate on summoning someone new to my life. And I started chatting with men and found someone really, really nice, which seems quite compatible for me. And all of a sudden it was like, okay, it doesn't have to be him, it can be someone else. Maybe it's not my twin flame, but it seems nice enough to try it. And we scheduled for the next day. We were talking for 3 hours, and it was really good connection, felt nice. And then I woke up in the morning after, it was 2 days ago, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna leave behind all the things I had with this guy and with my twin flame, or the one I think is my twin flame, and I'm gonna move on. And suddenly everything seemed much more optimistic, and went back to work, and things moved really good. And it was like, I don't know, I was thinking to myself, maybe I should forget him and move on. And this new guy said he's looking for a commitment and a long-term relationship and someone to live with, and that he feels that there's a good connection between us, and really, really want to see me already. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna see him anymore. I'm gonna let it go totally. And I started working. I went to my work, and then 2 hours later, he started texting me that he misses me, and that he's having a hard day and a hard week and a hard month, and he's pissed about things. And I was like, why the hell is it turning to me right now? I mean, I released that. I let it go. I'm moving on. I got a date tonight. And I don't know, something about him made me feel that, I don't know, maybe this is the last chance. So I told him, so what's going on? He was like, I miss you. And I told him, okay, so what's going on with you next weekend? He was like, I can be free on for 2 days for Thursday and Friday if you want to come. And I was like, okay. 2 months I'm trying to come and you can't. And all of a sudden you can after I'm meeting another guy. So it was like message from the universe. Everything is okay. Just, or maybe the fact that I release all the energetic bonds from him and stopped thinking about him, and part of him felt that I'm moving on. It just made him take the decision to see me, because I know he's been avoiding me, not because he can't, because when he wanted to, he could have stopped his life for a week and come be with me. But I think it's something much deeper. It's fear. It's fear of losing yourself. And I was like asking myself, what am I doing here? I mean, I got someone who lives close to me. My twin flame lives in another country, and that means I'm going to need to fly over to see him. And I got very busy life, but it's something like I can't explain it. I had relationships even after him. I had someone which we were together for 2 weeks and very intense relationship, and after it ends I was like, okay, it ends, bye, next. And I was a little bit sad, but for 2-3 days and that's it, move on. And with him, it's just, I can't forget him. It's like magnet pulling me over to him, and I'm trying to look at this relationship in a rational way, and there's no rational here, because living with someone who lives 350 miles from here, and I know with his life and my life, it's so different and so busy, but yet we both still feel this passion and we want to meet. And so anyway, tomorrow I'm flying over to him. I booked the flight, and I'm not expecting anything but having an amazing time together, and I'm very excited. And I don't know, maybe because I just let it go and let the universe do its things, so it made him change his mind. And I don't know. And I remember trying to book a flight, and all the flights fares were really high because it's the last minute and it's the season. So I concentrated and I said that I'm willing to pay to find the flight in a specific price, and was like, okay, universe, if it's meant to be, I'm gonna find a flight with this price when everything was double. And I found a flight in my budget, and I also found a hotel and made reservation for us. And I was like thinking to myself, it's crazy. It's really crazy. I mean, to leave everything now and go to be with him for a short weekend. And I got some other amazing guy who wants to see me and want to be with me and want to try to meet me. So why to work hard? But I couldn't explain it, and something inside of me just pushed me to do it. And as I started to doubt myself, I just received the confirmation through the booking app, and I had received a message which was, your order is confirmed, here are the details. And in the background there was a picture of the place we were when we were together, and he took me to some cliffs over there to see, and it's the same place which I've seen many times in my meditations, which made me feel like I came home while I was with him over there for the first time, and it was like the same place in the picture, like more signs than this. So anyway, tomorrow I'm gonna reunite with my twin flame at last. I know maybe he's not my twin flame, but he's someone I really, really love after I met him only twice in my life. It's crazy, yeah? And I don't know, I'll let you know what's going on. So, my advice to you is just let go. Let it go, but really let go. Forget about them. Move on. Ask to release. And it's like I was supposed to have things, I had plans for my weekend, and nothing matters, nothing important, just to see him again, and I know it's gonna be amazing. So thank you for watching. You can reply, you can like, you can share, and goodbye. Happy weekend.